Kamat. I've changed the seating arrangements because more often than not I'm doing it here inside. This is where I sit, but I thought that would become monotonous, the same background again and again, so I thought I'd shoot it in a slightly different spot in our office. So very often when I do a talk, the first thing that I try to do is I try to define the subject that we're going to talk about, because as soon as we have clarity on what that subject actually means, it's much easier for people to learn and connect with that particular subject. So what we're going to talk about is defining leadership, and especially leadership of people, leading people well or managing people well. So the way I define the subject in my talks is to say that leadership is about meeting results or getting business objectives through people in the short and long run. Okay, so this particular definition has got three components that I think are very important. The first component to really understand is that leadership is about getting results or meeting business objectives. That's what it's about. A lot of people misunderstand leadership to be about something where you're nice to people or where your team just loves you. No, that's not what leadership is about. Leadership is about getting a result or meeting a business objective. So whether you're a leader in the private sector, whether you're a leader in the government sector, whether you run an NGO, you have a certain objective, you have a certain result that needs to be met. And your ability to get that result will determine whether you're a good leader or not. However, if you want to do something on scale, you need to be able to get that result through people. Okay, so that's the second part of it. Your ability to get results through people is very, very important. And the third part of this particular definition is to say in the short and long run. I think that is a very interesting part that people tend to like. What do I mean by short and long run? You have a lot of leaders that somehow will clobber up a result in the short run. You know, maybe they're abusive with their people, they push their people too much, people hate working with them, and they may get the result in 1 month. But good leaders, great leaders, what they do, effective leaders, what they do is they not just get the result in the short run, but they also manage to get the result in a very sustained way, which means that they get the result in this month, but also create a team, also lead a team in such a way where they can get that result month on month. The other dimension to this thing is very often as leaders you need to make decisions and make moves that are going to help immediately, but also make decisions and moves that are going to help over a long period of time. You can't be too short-sighted and just take short-term decisions and not take long-term decisions that are important, and you can't just keep focusing on the long term and not meet the short-term result that is required. So I think this particular definition of really focusing on results, objectives through people in the short and long run is a good way to start thinking about it. So my question to you is, are you thinking about leadership that way? Or are you not? And if you are, like I said in a subsequent video, I've gone on to explain why the topic of leadership is so important. But first, very important to understand it. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Keep giving your feedback, keep helping us get better. We're not too good at vlog, but I promise as we go along we'll get better. I'm dressed casually today. Today is Friday, dressing in office, so I decided to wear something. I don't have a seminar or I don't have any meetings, so you're seeing me dressed like this. Okay, thank you very much, guys. See you.